Okay, here's where we start breaking some rules. I usually use flakes, but I'm using this time. I've been experimenting with it, and it's amber shellac, Zinsser, bullseye, just your plain ordinary thing. And they say in it, do not thin. And I'm going to do just that, is thin it out. And for a thinner, I'm using methyl hydrate. And I got my glove on, because it's not good for skin contact. Any denatured alcohol will do. Good luck finding that in Canada. You can imagine you could use rubbing alcohol 99, but I've always used methyl hydrate, so I've got it thinned out. The can is about a 3-pound cut, and I've cut that 5 parts of shellac to 3 parts of the methyl hydrate to thin it out to about a pound and a half. It's not exactly perfect. So I've got a jar of that. I've got a jar of methyl hydrate and with a lid over it, so it's because it evaporates really fast, and a little bit of mineral oil. So first things first, we have to make a rubber. Let me move you over here. So I got a piece of cloth here, what is it, about 8 inches square, just an old piece of t-shirt, and I've got some cheesecloth, so I'm going to bundle that up, and I'm going to get it charged a bit before I even do anything. This is an optional step. So anytime I'm charging anything, I don't want to be on my workpiece. Do I have you in the picture here? Yes, I do. No, I don't. I'll bring you back here. So, everything over here, I don't want to be pouring stuff over top, although it can be fixed. So I'm going to charge this a little bit, and I just use a dropper from the, damn it. The dropper I picked up at the drugstore. Just a medicine dropper. I'm going to get it nice and charged up. Just get a bunch in there. Nice thing about shellac is you don't have to have a particularly dust-free environment. It dries really, really fast. So we'll get that on there. Now, traditionally you would have used felt for the packing. So put it in diagonally. Pull that over here. Get it all nice and tucked in there. And I just kind of keep rolling this in. Might have a bit too much cloth for my size of rubber, but basically what we want is a fairly hard flat surface. I'm not too happy with that, so I'm going to try it again. I think I have a bit too much material. Let's cut this down just a little bit. is pretty compressed. And it's got to fit your hand comfortably too, so that might work. I'm going to move everything over a little bit. And there's lots of ways to charge these things up, but I like this little eyedropper deal. And you get it charged up really nice. And we're going to start just lapping one. And get under the edge. Now this is a French polishing technique, but it's only part of one. I'm only using this for grain and pore filling to get everything really nice and level. So I'm only using part of the method. I'm not actually French polishing. Now you notice when I put this on, I don't stop. You hit it moving, and you keep it moving. You don't want to stop it on your piece. And it's going to take a while for this rubber to get completely charged up the way I like it. But yeah, you don't want to have any hesitation in your movement, or else you got a little sticky spot. And again, it can be repaired, but you're causing yourself more work. So I'm just patting on what they call a spit coat. And again, I'm just using this for grain and pore filling. It's not going to be the actual finish, and it's going to be that thin and roughed up at the end of it. I'm sure the poly will adhere to it because, well, I've already tried it. It's just sealing up all the pores. And just work our way around the edge. Get our first coat on there. And it's a long process. To build up them. We've got to get a nice build of shellac on there. Ash being very porous and very undulating in the heights of the grain, even planing or sanding it. I'm only doing this to the top, I think anyways. Because I want a really nice smooth surface. Now, you're out of frame there for sure. Zoom you out a bit as I work on this. And this rubber will certainly eat up a lot of shellac as I'm doing this. Because this dries so quick, dust isn't really a huge problem. And applying it, if you need more coats, you can almost immediately put another coat on. And you see how I land on and fly off. I don't stop anywhere on the wood. I've never done a piece this big before. I've done a few pieces with French polish, my guitar in particular, and I really enjoyed it. For a full French polish, it takes a long time to do. It's extremely labor intensive, but there's nothing quite like it. Unfortunately, on a coffee table, somebody's going to set their beer or drink down on it and ruin your finish. So that's the beginning of it. Move you over here, get you a better view. So I'm looking at this thing, and I'm gonna kind of visually got a center line and divide it into thirds this way. So we'll work on about 1/6 of it at a time. So again, fly on and fly off, and let me see if I can check your view again one more time. I'm going to start up in this corner here. That'll give you the best view of what's going on. So about a 6. You can use circles or figure eights the other way. I'm just patting it on, getting it to build. Rubber's still not totally soaked yet, so there's lots to do. Now I can feel it starting to stick. So we'll just take your finger and dip it into the oil and just put a drop of oil on there. Like I said, I'm using mineral oil. Last time I used it, I used actually olive oil, which worked really well. Oil itself is just a lubricant. It's not gonna stay on. It will eventually be coming off of it. Dang sleeve keeps falling down and getting in the way. And I wanted the amber shellac because I wanted a bit of color. Again, I'm sticking, so I'll put a drop of oil on there. And to do a French polish, a full French polish, be prepared for a lot of arm work. The thing about shellac is it melts into itself. You can see the rubber is always moving when it's on the wood. You can see the color and the sheen starting to come up on it now. One thing about the boiled linseed oil too is it is an oil, so it does have some lubrication properties. And in the right light, you can see it evaporating as you put it on. You can see the alcohol evaporating off of it. Let's see, I'm not sticking at all. So we're getting a nice sheen started here. Oh yeah, you can see the sheen starting on that. But, you know, we're not doing this for the shine of the product. We're doing this as grain fill again. Grain and pore filling. This will burn a few calories. Well, there's about a sixth of it with a first coat on. That's just a light coat. Wipe my hands off here so I can grab the camera. Oh, you can see that better than I can actually. Let's see if I can grab this camera so it's... There's not. You can see the shine starting to come on it. So you know the coats are building. And you can see how all the wee little black lines, those are all pores. And that's what I'm going to try to fill. But in a short time, we went from that to that. You can see the richness of the wood coming out there. Not bad for the first little bit. Back in the tripod here. And I'm going to carry on with some more, I guess.